If you're already a subscriber, you'll know this is our 1979 Volkswagen Brasilia show car project, which is being restored here at Surrey Auto Works. This was when we went to the first paint shop, and they refused to touch the car, it was that bad. From the day I bought this car, I've never had a lot of luck with it. What a nightmare. I knew this was going to happen. I've been chucked hurdles at every direction we've turned, even failed trying to ship the donor car to the UK. And the restoration has been a bit of a ball ache.
Cars that were being driven, it was bad. It was bad.
As with most classic cars, we have had our fair share of rust on this thing. Matt Armstrong may have changed panels on crash damaged Ferraris and Lamborghinis, but has he ever done one on an old Brasilia before? But thanks to watching Matt's videos, I've got all the training I need to change a front end on our little Brasilia. And I'm going to do it with this piece, a genuine brand new piece from 1979, which has come all the way from Belgium. And that's going to save a large part of our problems on this car. Let's just rewind to 3 weeks ago when we struck gold with a mystery panel which is about to save the day for us. So this panel has made it all the way from a collector's collection wall art piece, if you like, all the way from Belgium. However, I didn't realise this actually cost us £1,200. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just using my Finale, which I saved 20% on using my discount code, Oldub20. Just cleaning these doors down because we need to get these stripped back so we can see what metal we've got to work with and what repairs need doing. It's full of chud in the bottom of the door, so I'm guaranteeing there's going to be some work on these doors as well. Save 20% on all auto finesse using our code, Oldub20. It actually does help support the build. Little jobs like getting the doors taken care of over here in Norfolk is going to help speed up the progress when it comes to taking them back to Surrey, because they can crack back on with the craftsmanship work, if you like, of actually fixing the rust. I can do all the donkey work, but they need to do all the skilled stuff. So that's just going to help speed that up. But I have come to the realization that this process is taking a long while. However, it will be here sooner than we actually realise, and we're going to get to a point where the car's ready but the chassis isn't. Now I feel like I'm in a bit of a false pretense where I feel like this is good to go, but actually it is far from it. There's so many little jobs that need ticking off this, not only the chassis but stuff on the bodywork as well, which we need to get squared away. Because let's face it, nobody wants to spend all that money having a fresh repaint on a car for the car to look absolutely spotless, to put old tatty parts on. So we need to make sure that all the other bits and pieces are spot on, so when they go back on the car, it all buttons together nicely. Now the part of the issue is that lots of stuff needs painting, sanding back, restoring, changing, what have you, and it's going to cost money. So it's going to take a long process to save up and pay for them things to be done, as well as save up and pay for Kaz to do his stuff on it. Here's the point, the wheels need a refurb. They're a bit tatty, they need sorting out. These air intakes, they're tatty, they need sorting out. There's little bits and pieces, who put that there? There's little bits and pieces like this nut needs to go on the clutch cable, and the pedals need to go on, and the brakes need to be bled. It's currently being used as a shelf to store everything on it. It needs a good clean up and just a few bits and pieces sorting out. This is the previous parcel shelf which we had in it, but I need to do a boot build, so that looks really good. And all these jobs are just going to take time, which I think if we don't start now, it's going to get away from us. And when the car's ready, we're not going to be ready to bolt all the nice new bits onto it. Back to Ollie in the workshop. The little dots down the side here, here and here are all spot welds. Now these are the glue that hold all the panels of the car together, and without this, we wouldn't have a car. Now we need to get rid of them to separate the panels. So to do that, we're going to use a drill to drill out the top part of the face, and then we're going to use a hammer and chisel to get in between the two skins to separate them. This is a good way of doing it without actually causing any damage to the skin that we need left behind. Any damage to that may hinder us from fastening the new panel to it when we come to spot weld that back on. So that's the right hand side all done then. It was now time to turn our attention to the other side. Now, I did get this a little wrong. As you can see, I've come behind the skin. I needed to be the other side because as it stands, I'm causing damage to the bit that we need left behind. But it isn't the end of the world. This can be rectified with a welder later on. Using the hammer and chisel again, we're separating the two skins, outer and inner, so we can peel the face of the car off. And as you can see, there it is. The two skins have been separated quite nicely. It's a shame the same couldn't be said about this side though. Look at the state of that. It was in such a mess that there was no clear definition of which skin was which, so it left us with one option really. Hammer and chisel weren't going to cut it. It was time for the grinder. So as you can see, we're just using the grinder to cut along the edge. The idea here is to cut in front of that lip. So when we come to putting the face on the new piece, we've got something to actually butt it up to so we can clamp it down. Just like that, the front was hanging on by a thread. I did use the grinder to cut behind them front supports there. It was only being held on now by the metal at the bottom, and that was in such a state, there weren't even any point trying to separate the two seams but there isn't any. It was just an absolute mess. So there was only one option left, and that was to break out the Milwaukee grinder and just send this thing home. Cutting it out, getting rid of that last little piece, because as you can see, hanging down that seam there is just absolutely toast. And at this point, it was hanging on by a thread, so my size 12 was the only option to finish off the job really. And that's the old front off for good. There's only one place for that, and that's on Brian's wall. And just like that, the front end of the Brasilia is off, and it is completely noseless. And straight away, with the new one on, it has instantly improved the look of this car. It's not home for good, there's still plenty of work to do, but it looks a damn sight better than it did. Just look at the sorry state of it sat on the floor. We never would have been able to weld up them eye pockets, not easily anyway. I'm so pleased with this. The Brasilia's wearing its fresh new face, albeit only clamped in, but the whole front end's been cut off. We've got a new one ready to be fettled, welded in, which has saved us a mammoth task of welding the front of this up. Unfortunately, there's nothing really left for me to do, but hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed it, smash that thumbs up button, smash the subscribe button down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Peace out.